Hey guys, what's up? Ryze TriKz here, bringing you some more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay. In this gameplay, I was playing ranked play with the competitive team. It was pretty good gameplay. I can't exactly remember what it is. I think it was either Biolab, Capture the Flag, or, just Biolab something. I know it was Biolab, but I'm pretty positive it was Capture the Flag. I can't really remember, only because I'm doing commentary over it, and it wasn't a live comm, obviously. But anyways, guys, in this commentary, we're just going to be talking about variance or no variance. We're going to be talking about a discussion that, I've always thought was an interesting discussion. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. I've heard other people talk about it before. I've heard people talk about it in ranked play and etc., and that's where it is really big at. But basically, all it is if you agree with, variance being put into Advanced Warfare in general, and if you do you also believe that they should be put into ranked play? Now, a lot of you all are probably going to say that, yes, they should be put into the game. It makes the game a lot more fun and interesting and etc. However, I'm pretty split on the decision. I understand why they put it in. It does make it interesting, and it makes it a lot more fun, and, it just makes it more diverse. Everybody's like, ooh, I want to get the speakeasy or the insanity or blah, 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 blah. And it gets really fun because then you open that supply drop and you get it and you're really excited, and it's kind of, it's pulled people in a lot more, and it's kind of almost in some way become an addiction. Everybody's spending money to get advanced supply drops, and everybody's trying to find ways to get their speakeasy or insanity or, RIP, whatever elite or legendary, gear or set, weapon it is. It's become something that's super popular, and everybody wants to show it off. Everybody's like, ooh, I got an elite. Let's put on all elite gear and I'll look really cool. Or, this and that. And, I can kind of agree. I can kind of see why. It is fun. You get this really overpowered gun, and you can beat a bunch of people now a lot easier than you could before. Or it just looks cool. It's rare. Not everybody has it. Or you get all elite things, and it just looks cool, and it's different. I think there's a lot of different sides to it. I think a lot of people just do it because they think it makes them look cooler. They're like, oh yeah, I got all legendary gear, man. I'm really cool. Or I got all elite gear, whatever it is. I got the insanity. I have every single elite variation, whatever it is. I think some people just do it because it looks cool, and that's why they like it. And then I think some people like it because they think that it makes them look cool. And then I think there's other people who just they just think it looks cool, like the Kraken helmet. They just think it's unique and they like to put it on or whatever. And then there's the people who like to get the weapons that are kind of like me. I just like to get weapons. I don't really care for gear. To me, in my personal opinion, I don't want to hate on anybody. If anybody wants to get elite gear, that's fine. But for me personally, I don't really care for getting elite or legendary gear because I want something that I worked for. I want to earn something. I saw this picture the other day on Facebook, and it was like, I remember back in the day, it was just a guy talking. He was like, back in the day, I remember when you had to actually play and level up to get all your gear. Now it's you pay to get all your gear, and he's kind of right. It's, it's silly things like that now that I don't know if I really agree with anymore. Because it's like, I want to work for something and earn something that's really cool, I don't want to just be like, oh, I opened a supply drop and now I got elite gear. It's not cool to me. I want to see something that I know that I worked for, because getting a supply drop and opening it isn't even difficult, and to get supply drops is not difficult. You get an advanced supply drop, I think it's as soon as you prestige 20, 30, 40, and 50, your ranks, and you get an elite weapon every single time you go into the master prestiges or whatever. Not to mention, you get rewarded normal supply drops usually when you do bad. Like, if you get killed right off the beginning of a game, you'll get in a supply drop instantly. So it's like they're rewarding players for not doing very well. And, I can kind of understand that. I can understand that, all the really, really, really good players in Call of Duty kind of make it really hard for the people that have never played before. But, Advanced Warfare, there's matchmaking. So you're getting matched with people at your skill level. So, I don't know, it's kind of annoying when people have like an Insanity, which is one of the best guns in the game, and they can get 2 or 3 bullet kills, and I'm sitting over here getting 4 and 5 bullet kills. So I'm getting, and I can get killed by somebody who is not actually as good as me. That his skill level, like, you know, if you just looked at him and you watched him play competitive, you watched if he had knowledge of the map, if he knew certain, you know, call-outs, if he could jump shot, drop shot, and you watched all these different things, I can get killed by somebody who doesn't know a lot of those things, and then I do, just because he has a better variant than me that he got out of a supply drop. And that's what I mean. That's what gets really annoying to me, especially in competitive. I can understand it more playing just normal public matches, but when you put it into ranked play or anything like that, you know, it's banned for a reason in actual competitions and tournaments, and it's because of that. You know, it would not be fair, especially if you have a decent player that has an extremely powered gun that you may not have. He's pretty much going to win 24/7. You know, it just becomes it becomes very unfair to anybody else, and that's why they kind of banned it in competitions. And I really do think that it should be banned in ranked play. Ranked play, it should not belong. It makes no sense to belong because, you know, it's supposed to be competitive. And like I just said, it's not fair when somebody has a variation that's a lot better than yours, and they're killing you over and over again only because of that. They're not even actually better than you. It's just because they have a good weapon. It's kind of like if you took somebody and you put them in extremely close quarters map. Alright, and one guy didn't have a shotgun, the other guy did. But the guy without a shotgun was a lot better of a player, I can't speak. Alright. He, in general, was a better player. But the guy with the shotgun really isn't. But the guy with the shotgun kept killing him over and over and over again, was completely obliterating him. And it's because he's in a close quarters spot with a shotgun. It's like, it's very easy. Have you ever laid down in a hallway, like a very, very close quarters place with a shotgun, and just watched people walk through the door and hit them? It doesn't really take much skill. It doesn't take a vast amount of knowledge. It doesn't actually take, you know, an extreme amount of skill to do that. You know, it's very simple, and pretty much a lot of people could just lay down right next to a doorway and aim it with a shotgun and hit somebody when he walks through the door. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill, and that's the same concept with having a much more powerful gun compared to somebody else who doesn't have as powerful a gun. If the guy with the powerful gun keeps killing him, he could have a lot less skill than the other guy, but he's getting rewarded just because he got a more powerful gun. And it shouldn't be that way, you know? When you're talking about competitive, skill should always be rewarded first. You know, somebody should not get an advantage just because they have less skill or something like that. And that's the way that I kind of look at it. You know, I'm not saying anything against anybody. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. But it is very annoying, and I definitely don't think it should be in ranked play. Public matches, it's very debatable. You know, I can kind of understand it, and I can kind of see it. You know, like I said, it just makes the game a little bit more fun. You know, it's probably a marketing scheme. You know, they're getting more money off of people spending money on advanced supply drops, and it just makes it more interesting because there's a lot more gear and things to unlock in the game. So you want to grind it out more, and you want to get on the game more, and you want to play it. But I don't know. It's kind of annoying to me, and I don't know who's knocking on the window, so I apologize for that. But hold on, guys. I'm going to go see who it is, and then I'm going to come back to this commentary. So just give me a minute. Alright, sorry about that. When I said somebody was knocking on the door, the window, if you didn't hear that, well, somebody was. It ended up being my dad who was dropping off some yogurt. Probably wasn't the best thing for my diet, but it was some pretty good frozen yogurt, so, oh well. I'm trying to get back on track with my diet, but anyways, that's kind of off topic. So back to the commentary, and I just can't really stress this out to you guys enough, but really, I don't mean any hate or anything towards anybody who likes variants or anything like that. Anybody who uses Insanity, you know, it is your right to use Insanity or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to hate on you all. I just disagree with, you know, I don't think it should be in ranked play, and it's kind of debatable whether or not it should be in public matches. Like I was saying, I do think it was normally introduced by the company just because of marketing. You know, because like I said, it kind of becomes an addiction, so it makes people get on the game more, it makes people play it, it makes people spend money on advanced supply drops, you know, It just benefits the company. However, I fall into the same thing. I haven't spent any money on advanced supply drops, but I definitely do get on more so I can try to get advanced supply drops. And I always want to try to get Insanity or, you know, the new cool Elite that's out and blah, 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 blah. I've never really been into the gear, like I already said, just because I just want, you know, I want something that I can look at and I know I worked for and I know I earned. And, you know, that's just how I look at the gear, like your shirts and all that stuff. However, the guns, I do definitely really get into the guns. I try to sit here and get a new gun just because I know that they're extremely powerful and they help you get a lot more kills and etc. So I always try to get those. However, when it does come time to practice for tournaments, I stop using variations altogether. Like a month or two in advance before the tournament, when I'm practicing, I won't use them at all just so I don't get used to, you know, having a 2-3 bullet kill or whatever. But whenever we're not practicing for tournaments and we don't have one coming up, I will use variations just because everybody else uses them. I'll use them in ranked play, I'll use them in public matches just because I always run into other people using them. And like I said, then I'll be at an even more disadvantage if I don't use any variations at all. But then again, there are also variations that are even stronger than other ones, like the Insanity. I keep referring to that one because I think that one is just, it's such an overpowered gun. Like, I honestly think it's one of the best guns in the entire game. It can really beat any other gun just about. I think it really is. It's just, I want to almost say it's too powerful because it's so unfair, because I've been playing before and like I said, my gun won't kill nearly as fast as it, and it'll just melt me like right off the bat and I don't even have time to do anything. And it's just so unfair because I know that that player is not even better than me. Like, if he took it off and I played against him, I'd beat him. But just because he has an Insanity, he wins. And it gets very frustrating because it's like somebody like me who puts so much time into playing the game and, you know, practicing and becoming more and more skilled at it and, you know, etc. It's really frustrating to me that somebody who doesn't even play it that much is getting rewarded, you know? So that's just how I look at it, guys. But anyways, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think variations should be allowed in Advanced Warfare, and if they should put them in Black Ops 3, and then tell me if they should allow it in Ranked Play. Just give me your thoughts and opinions. Do you all think the Insanity's overpowered? I kind of do. Tell me what you all think. But anyways, guys, this video is kind of coming to an end, and I'm pretty sure this is pretty much just the end of the commentary. We pretty much went over everything. There's not much more to discuss. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and see ya.
Stole their flag. Get it back. Capture their flag. Squad, that was textbook.